Oh wait, is it back online now? You know, let me check. Alright, it's back. When did it cut out? Like a minute ago. Okay. Okay, basically they decided that, okay, unless anyone had any objections, Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki. That was it. I think that was basically it. I don't think there's any details we're missing. Sorry about that.
Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
As always, you have to vote for who the killer is.
I think that's supposed to imply that whoever told Ibuki to kill herself is gonna be held responsible, so.
Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Wait, so does that mean the person... Oh god, I guess the Blacken is able to get away with it then.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything.
And she had the gullible disease.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself! Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that!
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Oh, Nagito.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Maybe it was a fake video?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Nope. Well, actually, I guess it's technically hypnotism.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was. So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place. But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
Yeah.
Cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Or the weakest alibi goodbye.
The video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement. So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Oh boy.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Everyone at the motel was doing that.
So
You were
everyone who
totally
stayed at the
sleeping,
motel
you
doesn't have an
say.
alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Person who doesn't have an alibi for that time. Okay, hang on, I
Exclude
need...
the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Okay.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys?
Okay. What was... Khan's account was... Okay. After a few Hiko met Khan in front of the house, they swell to... Okay. What was Sonia's? Okay.
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Wait a minute. Sonia didn't say an alibi. I think it's actually Sonia.
We can exclude...
But what alibi does... What I use for... Okay, when was this? I don't know when Sonia's account was, that's the thing. Sonia? She probably would have, but the thing is, like, the thing is that, like... we're trying to like find the weakest alibi, and technically Sonia didn't say anything about. Yeah, let's look through this again.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
That is true. Gundam doesn't have an alibi, but the problem is, from a gameplay sense, I don't think his words were highlighted in yellow. Unless I missed that. I could have missed that. I'll check if I missed that, but I'm pretty sure it's Sonia that doesn't have the alibi.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Yeah, that's the only thing Gundam
Aside
says,
from
and
those
it's
afflicted
like,
by the disease,
he technically doesn't have one either.
alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed. It might be Sonia's account that I have to use.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the
I could be wrong.
So everyone who stayed
I could be wrong, and I could screw this up.
Not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted, if nobody has an alibi, then
Okay, no.
Crap! We can...
Mikan's account was... right up until the morning announcement that morning. Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone, realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. I guess that's an alibi. I could use that, but do I use that on Sonia's thing, or should I use it to like agree with Fuyuhiko Blue's thing? I'm willing to give it a shot. I have to say, so far this trial isn't as bad as the second trial, so I'm really thankful for that. Cause man, so I guess it technically applies.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone is... What about you guys? I was where I was... That's not...
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi...
Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Sarah.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner.
It wasn't my fault, Sarah. It wasn't my fault.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Is that a trap set by one of us? If so, then who's in what kind of trap is it? We're now halfway through the thing.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Manami! The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What's that? Well then, Manami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to claim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. Oh, you were whining. Your time's already rang out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities to hang your way. And then, I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought Stern Robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Alright, I'm gonna quickly get a drink, and then I'll be right back. I got some water.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is the reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Is it possible they were wanting to kill... Well, no. Because... Right, God, I forgot. The obvious reason why the imitation isn't perfect because they can't kill 3 people. It only has to be 2.
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3
There you
people
go.
in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
Oh yeah, and wasn't that rule only established when we questioned Monokuma about it? Or was that always... I mean, it was always there in the first game, but was it technically always there in this game?
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
Oh.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music?
Okay, it's because of Sonia's account.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music video if that's the key to all this. You can find that out, no matter the cost. There's no Sonia's account, damn it!
Go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did Hyoko...
I think it might be because of the motel room key.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, Maybe she got abducted by the...
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
There we go.
I agree with that. It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Yep.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move.
Akane?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yes.
My first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Okay, Akane. Okay. Okay, I think
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
Was it?
The killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all. Hold on. Try. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through those words.
There we go.
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Yep.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Akane, don't be lewd.
Now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm starting to like Soda less and less. We got rid of one pervert, but we still have another pervert around here. Hell no. I mean, Ibuki was perverted, but I feel like Ibuki was the nice kind of perverted. Like, someone preferred you want around, not, you know, these two.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting this Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Oh no.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Was that a penis joke or something? I don't know. I think I'm looking too deep into that
Even if
one.
the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Well,
Killed Hiyoko.
ooh.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Very, very close.
Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay?
Oh god, he's told him to shut up.
Am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Fucking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Now wait a minute, if Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
Strange. It's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
See, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints are still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Then why aren't there blood prints on the... Is it the stepladder?
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Okay, there's blood stains on the side, but it's not on the steps itself.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. You know, coming out, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trickery in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So it just says that I thought, wait, hold on. Is it possible that it was actually someone else that was doing that? Mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Oh dear.
I'll definitely try.
Is this, please, I'm hoping this is a logic dive and not another hidden gamut. There was some hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. Hang video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should... Does it look like the hairstyle is different with that? Okay. So what's this? Wait, actually, what's this?
Here!
What's that blue thing on there?
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
There's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
Yeah, that's
Where
possible.
would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
Was it at the hospital?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime, is that thing the place where the killer did something? No! Not this again! God, what is it? What is it? What the hell? How did that miss? That's not it. That's not it. Look at all these letters I'm gonna hate. Oh. Okay, no, that's not it. Oh, I think I might know what it could be? There's no O's, so... Oh, okay, there we go. Fine... No, that's not it. Big. No. Phil. No. Film. Okay. Film. Fimmy. What the hell is this? Filming! That's what it is. It's filming. Come on, let her in. Filming. Is it camera? Ah! No. What the hell is this? Is it this? Oh god, this is terrible. Oh wait. What? Oh, location. Is it location? I think it's location. This is indeed cancer. Where's the O? Where's the damn O? I hate this so much. It's improved.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Show us that they filmed the video at the music video instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Yay, at least they give me this. I think it was probably both. I'm thinking it was both. No! Okay, it was the monitor. Wait, was I even paying attention to where it ended? I don't think I did. My attention span isn't the best. Like, there are things I just don't pay attention to at times, so... No! I'm good at video games, I swear. What the heck? How did I pass through that? Ah, damn it. Alright, just take my time. Gotta take our time. I think it was at the hospital. Please tell me I'm right now. What did the killer do with the camera? Increase the signal. I think it's increase the signal. No, it wasn't that. Okay. I like this game, but I'm also really bad at this. Hopefully there's not any more questions. Okay, we got it. Wow, I got everything one of those wrong on the first try.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the vineyard, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Honey.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Yeah, thank you, Sonia.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Destroyed it.
I see!
Damn, my health is so low from that.
Smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
I mean, if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to hospital, the range would be pretty limited. That's okay. Where was the video film to make it look like it was filmed at the music video? No! Stop giving me Hangman's Gambit! I'm pretty sure I know what place they're talking about, but... God, I am probably gonna end up dying. Oh, God. Yep, I died. That wasn't surprising at all. I'm just gonna skip for this.
We will never give up!
I hate this so much. Why are they calling this improved man's gambit? Just why? See? Oh. I would have laughed if it was in RC. Was it the Confederate room? Or was it Confederate? I don't think it was actually that. It was con something. You know, didn't Chiaki get mad at us when we didn't notice something earlier? Was that ever brought up? I forget. Red. Where's... Okay, I think it's not giving me... Okay, that was my bad. Conference! It was conference room, I'm silly. Then I just need an N. Then a C. Then an E. Then an R. Some O's. Where are the damn O's? Need an R-O. Fuck this minigame. Just fuck this minigame.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
The current. To make the conference room look like the music video, the killer went ahead and did some work. Trying to make clear what that work was.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That was it.
That must be
Heh.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
Yep.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. It was... Pretty sure it was the candle, right?
I can prove it with this. You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail.
You know,
Maybe they were going for that effect.
another detail that I just noticed out is that Hiyoko's portrait is shorter than Mihiro's. That's a nice touch.
With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I don't think I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Video was filmed at the conference room, but the Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Means... That's the fake.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
There were two hint bags, that's right.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. And no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that time, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me
Why did
was...
the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. If I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Oh boy.
You feed! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Sorry, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. If it's who I think it is. I think. Because if it was in the conference room, then...
You're the only one!
Oh no!
Killer, aren't you? Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Wow.
A chick like her is the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Nikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital
Hello?
conference room.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Let's appreciate Kyoko's gloves. Nice username.
Is that also a coincidence? At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong. It's totally wrong. It's not what you think.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Nikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
You guys are mean.
Slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Yeah. Why do you guys keep on bullying Mikon? I mean, I think there's likely a chance she's the killer, but still.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for socials punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my software.
Oh, Mikon.
Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
That is true. He'll go. if Mikon, which I have a feeling that's the case, I think there's more likely reasons for why Hiyoko got killed.
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Oh, tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Maybe I'm the one making a mistake. No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along.
You better not say it's me.
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows. Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else's trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial
Oh my
statements.
god.
What do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Darn. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
You did say that.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Those words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true? The rope used for hanging.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Yeah.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Buki's true cause of death was strangulation.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Oh god, this is difficult. Okay, what's her evidence
Ibuki
again?
didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
So it has to be this, unless it's a flashback segment.
Different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why
Hmm.
would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Yeah, Sarah, what do you think of this?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
I don't think that's
Did we
on
fall
here
for someone's
though.
lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
So then a
Whoever
flashback.
misunderstood is to blame.
Okay. What should I flashback then?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we just...
The Monokuma file, it never specified.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Thank you, Sarah.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Okay, no, that wasn't it.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Okay, nope. Okay, what if...
Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Okay, no. I don't think it's either of those. Then it might not be a
Ibuki didn't
flashback.
die from hanging.
Okay, let's look at our clues. We have this. I think that's on there. Same surveillance camera unit. Is this on there? I think it's the rope. Yeah, probably is the rope.
That's basically the same thing.
No hanging and strangling.
Oh, that could be it.
The scars they leave. Scars.
But we believed it was. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously,
Oh,
we'd assume it was a
okay. Let's try that.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled.
That's basically the no hanging and strength. The scars they leave. Scars.
But we believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Oh, can you not flashback truce?
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
Then
It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
rope.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
Ugh,
But
this
we
is
believed
hard.
It was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Hmm.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Then the rope that was used for hanging was someone's lie. Okay, I don't like this part. Oh god. I guess I just have to.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at
Maybe.
the crime scene
Oh,
was hanged,
I
you
missed
know.
it.
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file, it never
It might
specified.
just be a normal.
To blame.
Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same.
Though hanging and strength, the scars they leave would look different.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
There we go. Okay, there we go. We got it. We got it.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Oh, you're right.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikon?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess.
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
I don't think she was planning to do it all along. At least I doubt that's the case.
Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've done it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Damn,
I
Nagina.
just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
I mean, everyone here were friends, and, well, you know how that turned out.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
What?
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Mikon, what happened to you?
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikon.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? You forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit? That's the mission.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? The same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki?
Mikon, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof!
I can understand why people don't like this character, but I can't help but feel bad for her. I really can't.
You're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. I never filmed that video.
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Maybe it was this Chiaki's goal all along. She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
You get to decide I'm the killer. Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Oh. Wait.
I'm not the killer!
Alright, I think now I have to use
Anybody else other
flashbacks.
than you who could have filmed that video?
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
Oh,
Is the
actually.
hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Do we have
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Monokuma's account? No, we don't.
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Do I have to... I might have to... Okay, so I think I have to flashback that last statement.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Nikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
What do you guys think? Because I feel like I'm kind of at a loss. Like, I feel like it has to be flashback, but I'm not sure what to flashback. Yeah, I was thinking it might have
I
been.
can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag off? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her
Yeah.
just from that camera and just from that dip. There's no way you'd be able to make out. So please forgive me already.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Damn it! Ah, that's frustrating.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag off? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really? You could tell her about it just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
There we go. We got it. Now we just have to figure out which one it is, because I don't want to keep on repeating the flashback over and over again. Let's see. Was it the hospital gown I was wearing? Was it the camera angle? Was it the dim light? Was it the slippers? Wait, did she... Wait a minute. Did she say that... Was it the... those slippers that... Did she admit that, like, one of those she was doing? Hang on. Hang on. I have to take a look at this now.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Mm-hmm.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'll try the camera angle. I'll see if that works.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she... Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly...
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Okay, there we go. Got it.
Contradiction. Mika, you've committed.
Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Because I was the only one that saw it, so if she comments on the camera angle, then that just proves it.
As I said before many times,
Yep.
I'm the only one who saw the
Yep.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh? I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible.
You know that handbag Ibuki was wearing.
Oh, well, we can easily disprove that.
Bring the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
Oh.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
And I remember that if you get one, you get 2 of them.
There's no mistake that that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no... Well, not really. It's time for the... Oh. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this... Oh, yeah. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Oh, the temple maker. Okay. Yeah, just like previous time.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
Is it now?
Check. Has she lost it for good?
Poor Mikon.
Me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Gotta do something and end this. Gotta admit.
You still haven't forgiven me! I'll do anything you want! Please, draw on me! Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me! Do you understand? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2 places at the same time.
I pressed the A button. What the heck?
Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2 places at the same time.
There we go. What?
Please,
I...
draw on me! Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
What?
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2 places at the same
Oh, wait.
time.
There we go. Okay, I got it backwards. Okay, there you go.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why?
Mikon, it's already
For Mikon.
after I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left. Please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
I saw on the monitor. Okay. Due after the broadcast. Oh. There's not that many pages. Thinking of drumstick in half. Oh wait, no. Don't put that there. What's left of the surveillance camera? No, that's not it. Put it back to normal after destroying it. There we go. There we go.
In this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. Then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by them. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but When they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open.
Ooh.
With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
That smile. Oh.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing. Like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
She got the disease.
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
So maybe the reason she did kill them was because of the effects of the disease.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Alright, take care, Sarah. I'll let you know if anything gets revealed. I'm probably ending soon anyway, so. Alright.
Well
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point.
correct.
You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, wasn't the one who killed them?
Forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
Chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Pico. She actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the... Oh, God, that's so sad.
Hey.
Yeah, I have a feeling. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long, she was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I catch a glimpse of her expression was full of despair. Despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan? Yeah, because she was dealing with all of them. Then that means she was... Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Oh... Bodies have... That's right, Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think of it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Connie had.
It cannot be.
And because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she was surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by
Isn't
despair.
that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Aw. That's why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope?
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong. What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Your beloved?
Huh? Huh?
Wait. For me? Hajime? Oh, they were so light. They'd be so happy. Oh. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
Oh.
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Who are you talking about? I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly what love is all about. I don't understand. What are you saying? You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My love and I are the only ones within that thin film, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me in water, kick me, like nothing matters. I could just die, and that's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love. Nito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is.
Seems like I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were like, it's right to say this was all thanks to that disease, because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? That's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But this means she ended up remembering something, ended up like this.
Despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? You were like this before you came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, for the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me.
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remember? There's no way I can't believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. You still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you something all nice. About that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
Are you serious?
No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about all along how that horrifying organization known as World Ender. It's also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future? That's right, it was the Japanese word for future. Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, the organization is the world ender. Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves. As part of their plan to end the world, Future Foundation brought us to this island. Is that not right, Manami? I knew it. They're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Manami and I aren't members. My existence is entirely my own. Don't laugh. Hey Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know why. You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lacking that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not.
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that? I don't know anything, huh? I'm feeling that what is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything. Is that really you? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along, because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend? That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self. Not my present self. That's... That applies to all of you as well. Memories of people, memories of whatever memory is. Losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the only important component in building a person, don't you think? So our memories mix the shadows of the past. Don't you think? I don't know what you're trying to say, but then it always leads back to that story about our soul and school lives. It's all true all along. Our memories were taken away. Was it true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Why don't you take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Monokuma, is that alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does that have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate curse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
So what is Mikan's punishment gonna be? That sad face. Oh. Pie ouchies. Oh god. What? Is that an arm? Was that it? You just yeeted her into the sun? I don't get it. I don't get that one at all. It's finished. Is it really finished? Koru Buki Mio to Khan. She's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted to end this way.
Let me ask.
What was that Mikan from earlier? Is that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? Doesn't matter. If she ended like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a symbol disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of her.
Right?
So let's just move on. Let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Wait.
I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from herself, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now there's no way we can just move on and try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible. Would have been much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
Traitor is still alive. It's proof. See how fine Minami looks right now. Not fine at all. If the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts being as one, right? Does that make you fiend? You did say that you're different from Nami. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. Trauma just keeps going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Right eye is made of black beans? Now that's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
Isn't it said that life has its up and down? It's because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Head over to the First Island's beach. An old friend? Oh, it's Nakamura. Is it Nakamura was safe after all? Safe? How should I say this? You know what? I knew that crazy bastard Nakamura would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nakamura's returned to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of her friends just died, so I cannot be happy. Sonia.
However,
So I am still happy. If Nakamura is safe, I am truly happy. You are happy. You should honestly agree with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord, who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all. I shall crush you into dust. If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nakamura when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
right?
And let's all go greet Nakamura. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Aww. The heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all, Akane. Let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nakamura's come back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're pawing something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not pawing anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. I mean, Nakamura's body. Nakamura's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nakamura? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could save someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach on the first island! Let's haul ass! Though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Not stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island. And who is waiting for us? Where in the world is Nekomaru? Show yourself! We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. So on fourth floor, we kept looking for him, but...
Hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found. Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the place.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our heart, we turned toward the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Oh, I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Oh.
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What
Does
do
he
you
not
mean,
have a
no?
face?
Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
Oh!
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
He's a robot now! I'm sorry! Okay, I guess we're leaving off on that note. Because... well, that's the end of that. So we only have... So we only have 9 students left now. Okay, we're gonna end it there. So I have to get going. But that's a big cliffhanger. So Nekomaru's now a robot, I guess. But we'll save that for 2 weeks from now, because next week I'm gonna be streaming Breath of the Wild for a bit to raise some money for myself. But with that said, yeah. Bye. Thank you for coming to my stream.